to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Jordy Jane's Psychic Medium with Jordy Jane. Live from jordyjanes.com.au.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Jordy Jane's Psychic Medium
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon. Welcome to my show. My name is Jordy Janes. I'm a psychic medium. I am based in Wallen, Australia. So thank you so much for joining me for the next 15 minutes. I just want to talk a little bit about what's happened over the last week, one with me, but also I feel it is a universal thing because a beautiful friend of mine has also just done this as well, which is really interesting. Sorry, I just realized my phone is not on silent. Sorry. Anyway, nothing like live shows. So this week has been really interesting for me. We have technically gone into, pretty much in Victoria, we've gone into a bit of a lockdown where we have to wear masks everywhere we go, especially going out and things like that. And I actually was a little bit under the weather for the energy. I call it the energy flu. It basically means you feel like you've got the flu, but with no temp. I definitely go to the doctor. I definitely get myself checked out. But yesterday was a bit of a self-care day. Now, I thought I would bring this up because over the last week, yes, I have been a very busy lady, not just with work, but also with family and also my birthday on the weekend. So I have really not had a day to myself. So yesterday was my day. Technically, I took a day off. I rescheduled everyone and everyone's been so blessed. But the reason why I'm saying this is because we really need at this time to check in with ourselves, do a little bit of self-care. Now, as I connect with self-care, I always go, if you look after yourself, which is self-care, my students and all my clients all know I say this. So it's self-care, which gives you self-worth, which also gives you self-confidence. Now, if one of those is not actually functioning in our own psyche, in our own sort of mindset, we do miss out. The other two do sort of slacks. So it's really interesting when I actually did this yesterday. I actually did a bit of self-care yesterday, realizing that today I feel so much better. I've got more energy. I sort of dealt with what I needed to deal with yesterday, which was quite an interesting day mentally. But I literally had a day of doing absolutely nothing. I started watching a new show on Netflix and it just gave me a little bit more of a Geordie day. So in these times, it's really important to reach out. I did reach out to a couple of friends, not many, but I do feel that sometimes I do struggle. I even struggle telling people I'm struggling. So please be in the state of someone will always be there for you, even if you feel that you don't want to say anything or burden with your struggle. You're not actually burdening them. Oh my God, if I could get my teeth in. It's more about allowing us to sit in a space to be a soundboard for them as well. So if someone calls out for you, just be a soundboard for them and vice versa, because they're always there for you. And I was there for a beautiful friend yesterday. So they had a few family things going on, but it's all about being there for each other. And that's the biggest thing. So self-care is also putting hands up saying, I'm struggling a little bit. Now, also, there will be some beautiful phone numbers and things like that. It's a different all across the world. Look out for them. If you're feeling a little bit low, please reach out. In Australia, we've got Lifeline. We have, yes, definitely. it's really important. Sorry, Dave. Yes, please. I'll be ready whenever someone pops in. It's really important to reach out for those lines and reach out for those people because they are, one, also trained, and two, they are just there to talk. That's all they do, is they allow you to release whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart. So please, please call whoever you need to call if you need a little bit of, I want to say, lessening the burden off your shoulders, and everyone is always there for you. Just remember that. Okay. So now I've got a beautiful caller and I'm really looking forward to connecting today. So, but yeah, please, if you want to sort of reach out, I'm always there. I may not get there straight away, but I will always sort of have a bit of a chat. And yeah, so I'm always there for everyone as well. So, I always reach out for people who I need as well. So it's like a big sort of reciprocal energy is what we need to do. All right. So I have a beautiful caller called Stormy. Hello, Stormy. How are
Yep,
you?
that's me. Good, how
How
are
are
you?
you, darling? Good. Now, I haven't got a lot of minutes, but I just want to say, did you want me to go psychic with what's going on around you, or mediumshiply, which is connecting with loved ones? How would you like me to work for you today?
Medium.
Yep,
Connecting with
I knew
those
that because
that are
someone
no
already.
longer here.
Yep, thank you, because I already had someone sort of rock up before you even said mediumship, so I knew you were going mediumship. Now, let me just bring them in. Oh, okay, I have a lady with me who wants to step forward, and it's really interesting because I want to say, I know you're in Utah, but if it's a name or a place, but I keep hearing Georgia or um, Georgia, but there's just that reference around that GE sort of sounding name. Now, as I connect with, I know I've got a lady with me, and I know that she was a little bit frail before she passed, but I do feel like she was an elderly age, and she's got this massive smile. It doesn't matter how low or what she was going through, she's always showing me that she's always got a smile. Now, would this lady make sense to you?
Sorry, you cut out just a little bit. Can you say that again, the last part?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Would I make sense that I've got an elderly lady here who always smiled, even though she was either unwell or she just always tried to smile as much as she could. I've got a Georgia or a George that Georgia or Georgina name that I will want to acknowledge. It's a female Georgie sort of name. And I also want to say that the way she's showing me, she's always got this biggest smile for you. And I do feel like you're either granddaughter or grandniece. I just want to acknowledge this. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, my grandma passed away before I was born, and she
Okay.
was actually
And
adopted, and we don't really know
okay.
like where her actual family was.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. Because I felt like Georgia was more of a place rather than an actual name. But okay, I feel like yep, I've definitely got your grandmother with me. Now, would I make sense that she would always make a joke or she'd always make light of things? Would that make sense to you? I know you didn't meet her, but the stories, would that make sense to you?
Yeah, it would.
Thank you.
I hear a lot
And
of
would,
stories
if I,
about her.
thank you. And would I make sense that this is your dad's mum?
Yes.
Thank you. And because she just talks about dad. Now, also, as I'm connecting with her, she just wants to give you a massive hug, even though she never met you. She feels like a real guide for you, or someone that would always, it feels like sometimes I want to say, even though you never actually met her, which is always quite a challenge, but you would have either heard her voice or always be aware that there'd be certain sayings that the family would have adopted from her. Would that make sense? Oh, Stormy.
Sorry, you kind of just cut out again.
Oh, of course. It's been tech stuff all morning. I want to say there would always be times where you would get a saying from her, or it would be a reference where people would say something and go, "Oh, that's what your grandmother used to say." Would that make sense to you? Because I feel like I want to say she does seem to be around you a lot as a guide.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We've been visiting her grave a lot recently, and we actually just went and possibly met her family.
Yes.
We think, because we
Okay.
got a hold of her adoption certificate, so
Oh, fantastic.
been a
Well,
lot
she's
about
very
her lately.
excited. Very excited about this. And I don't feel, if you've seen photos of her, she wasn't a very big lady. Would that make sense to you? She keeps showing me that she's quite frail, but I also feel like she was quite slim anyway. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Thank you. And she's also showing me these beautiful, I want to say, I also see small sunflowers, but I also see gerbras as well. Would that make sense? Like big, beautiful flowers. And they're yellow. She keeps showing me yellow flowers. Thank you. She's also very excited that you've started to look at study again, or starting to really build your confidence in your knowledge again. And she's very excited. So please, if you're looking at study, start studying again. She's very excited for you to do this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going back to college. I actually just barely put an application back in.
Also, because she's very excited, because this is where your heart lies. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Stormy, thank you so much. I'm running out of time, but your nan gives her massive hugs, and she knows that she let you know that she's always around you, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, darling. And if you want to contact me again, I'm Geordie Jane, Psychic Medium, on Facebook. I don't have my website up yet, but I will be working on that. So blessings. Thank you so much, Stormy. Have a lovely evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, beautiful people, enjoy. Remember self-care, self-worth, self-confidence. Have a lovely week, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye for now.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
And now, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl with Tanya Reid. Live from AustraliaPsychicCowgirl.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Australia's Psychic Cowgirl
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Yay! Hi everybody, Tonya Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, coming at you from Sunday Creek, Victoria. So great to connect this week. Thank you for listening, and thank you for all calling in and requesting readings. We do get through, as many as we can, but thanks for your patience, because as you can imagine, we do get overloaded. So this week's been really massive, and there's so much going on. Not just in America, but, all around the world. And, we've all been kind of pulled up in our tracks to address, the issues that are going on. And I don't need to go into detail. I can hear my dog in the background going on. But, yeah, so it's about having empathy for everybody and the situation that we're in. And also energetically, there's a lot of conflict happening for many. So I feel like sometimes, we can't always cover the outcome of things happening, that it's out of our hands, but we can work on what we need to work on personally. And I'm being shown at the moment through many of my readings how we're getting things that are coming to an end that no longer serve us. So there's a lot of energy around whereby we're being thrown out of kilter almost. And that's for many people. And I just think that, addressing it and having a look at what is underlying for you, if you're getting things that are coming up that need to be addressed. So at the moment, what I'm picking up on a lot is relationships. It's time to make a stand if you're not happy or you're in a relationship that's unbalanced. If where you're living doesn't feel congruent with who you are, reassessing that. So for many people that are doing the work on this and really digging deep on where they want to be, they're actually coming through with some amazing breakthroughs and amazing insights on what their future holds, and almost like we've been made to question where we are. And anything that doesn't serve us is really ready to be let go of. So know that you are in alignment if this is happening, as hard as it is, and you're in that situation. Nobody wants to be in that, but it's almost like we're being put through that for a reason. So the hindsight in amongst all this will be the realization that you're shifting things that, and it's a little bit like what current energy is going on at the moment. There's a lot of conflict around, there's a lot of unease, and just that feeling of being unsettled. And for many of you empaths out there, it's massive what's happening, in the USA, and things that are, really triggered a lot of people, and they're feeling, they're just feeling out of whack with it. So don't forget to do your grounding, get out in nature, say thoughts and prayers with all of those that are going through this at the moment. And I think if we can collectively all get together and go, we can make a difference if we send out that love and light and embrace the fact that we all come from the same place, no matter what colour our skin is or no matter who we are. We're intermingled. So let's try and lift the vibration of the world and really connect in with that. Okay, so I've got my first caller. Palisa, is that? I'm assuming that's how it sounds. I'm sure she'll tell me, from Washington DC.
Yes.
Palisa, how are you going?
Pardon? Sorry, can you repeat the question? Hello?
You're a little bit fuzzy. Yep. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, beautiful. That's clearer. Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes, you did. Yes, thank you very much.
My pleasure. What a beautiful name. I love it. I feel like I'm in the countryside with your name, so I don't know whether there's something that has been handed down, or I feel like there's something sacred about your name.
Oh, it means flower. It's from South Africa.
Beautiful.
South African name, Southern African name.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let me see. We've got, first I want to connect with, we've got a dad-like figure around you in spirit. Does that resonate? Is your dad passed?
Yes, he has.
Yep.
He did.
Okay, cool. Because I felt like I wanted to go, yeah, dad coming through. Has it been a little while since dad's passed?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I felt that. I feel like he's showing me it's been a little while. I feel like he connects in with you and he wants to acknowledge. So when we acknowledge things, it's almost like there might be a question mark around it, but he wants to let you know that you have a lot of traits like him. And he's kind of laughing with that to say the good bits of him, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a little bit like there's an acknowledgement of there's something similar to him, and I mean that in a positive light. So I don't know whether here on earth he wasn't always like that. There was glimpses of it, but it's like an acknowledgement that you have that. He's also shown me you're stepping into your personal power at the moment. So he's shown me, I want to congratulate you. So you've let go of something pretty big.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. So to me, there's a congratulations around that, and about time that you made that move. I want to say, like, I've moved away from something that wasn't positive for me, and I'm now embracing all the good stuff. So it's a little bit like you've let go of what doesn't serve you already, I want to say. So it's it's like you've already had that realization. And I do want to say he's acknowledging something around relationships for you at the moment, and it's almost like what he's showing me, it's like you are in your personal power, and it's like you're attracting the right people to you now, whereas I feel like prior to this you weren't, or there was some aspect of people holding you back, and they're not doing that now.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's like you're in your personal power, so it's almost like now's time to step up and put your hand up. And I do feel the aspect of that he's showing me is to do with your career moving forward. It's like it's time to shine brighter. So I don't know whether you've stepped into something new or there's something around what you're doing for career, and we need you to step up even more. Okay, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
and I feel like there's a bit of a chuckle. There's a bit of a chuckle there going, come on, it's about time, stop hiding.
Wow.
Right? So it's like, we want to take the blinkers off. I want to get outside the box that I'm in. I also feel like he's showing me something around a name of Michelle or something that's relevant around work. I just felt like that name came through, and there's something around a connection moving forward for you. Okay. And I also see he's showing me. Are you considering doing a short course or something at the moment, or I feel like there's something around you where I'm going to be doing a little bit more study, but not on just a short. It's almost like something short term that adds to your toolbox.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's like say yes to that, because I feel like you might be thinking, oh, is that going to be worth it for me to do that? But it's like I'm getting clarity around yes, it is. There's also a gorgeous lady coming in for you too, and I feel like she's referencing dancing. There's some connection to. So I almost feel like you need to do a bit more dancing, or there's something around. It's quite funny what she's showing me around movement and having a bit of fun.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as relationships go at the moment for you, is there somebody around currently for you? Can I ask? Because I feel like she's referencing you need to go out and meet people.
How? In this pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. But what I'm saying is, so your relationship status at the moment is you are single?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, but coming out of the pandemic, of course, with the restrictions, it's not so easy. But I want to say to you, go out, and it's almost like, come on, you need to get out there to meet people. It's like you can't just wait at home for them to knock on your door, is what she's showing me. And again, I want to have a little chuckle at that, because I feel like there's some kind of frustration as far as meeting the right person. It's like, oh, I'm so like you're ready. So it's almost like with what Dad was showing me. It's like you're ready to have that cool relationship and have that person alongside you. But you do need to energetically, take that step. So. And does that make sense? So there's been a past relationship, going back to what I initially said, that you've let go of, or somebody that was a little bit toxic around?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Well, and all make them, but it's almost like for you, you've had that acknowledgement, and you know that you're not going to fall for that same person again. Like you let it go. And that's what they were showing me at the beginning of this reading, is you're in your personal power now. So for you, I want you to say yes to things, and I really want you to focus on you, because that's the gifting amongst all of this, is stepping up, knowing that you're powerful. And I do want to say there's also something with connecting with more money for you. So it's like, say yes, and the money will flow. So I don't know whether you've felt like you've had a bit of a blockage, or, of course, in the pandemic, it's made it hard for people, but there's something for you that's going to be gifted through this. So the more you step up and do what you need to do, the more abundance comes to you. So it's like, really know that. It's almost like your friends and family and spirit are like, they're your cheerleaders, and they're like, we've got this. Okay. And also, I feel like with Dad, there's some connection to your car. So I don't know whether you've had issues or something around a car. I'm not sure whether it's even necessarily your car, but where there's intermittent problems that nobody's put their hand on yet. So it's like, sometimes it'll start, then it won't, or problems with it. I have to say, it's like he's acknowledging he's around, so he's seeing this happening.
Oh, okay. I don't have a car though.
No. Well, who's got the car? I felt like he's referencing a car, so it's somebody around you.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, so just look out for that. It's just like that's his little finishing up. All right, I'm going to have to love and leave you. Thank you so much for calling in, and don't forget your personal power is yours. So grab onto it. You've got
Thank
this.
you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. It's
Thank
Tanya,
you so
right?
much. Yeah, Tonya
All
Reeves,
right.
Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, signing off. Woohoo!
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Psychic Paths with Suzanne Marie. Live from PsychicPaths.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Psychic Pat
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. My name is Suzanne Marie, and I'm with Psychic Paths, which you can find on psychicpaths.com and Psychic Paths Facebook page. And I'm here to do some readings tonight, and hopefully I'll get some really good callers. I want to say that I am really excited about tonight, and I hope you are, because we have a whole lot of new people, new readers here on A1R Psychic Radio, and I know that every one of those that are new will be able to give you excellent, accurate readings. So, so here we are in the middle of summer, and I'm enjoying my garden, but today I had a bunch of allergies, so my eyes are all puffed out. But other than that, it's been a beautiful week. I hope everyone has had a beautiful week, and I hope that we can go ahead and get some good callers, because I love doing the readings. This is why I'm here, for the readings. I am clairvoyant. I see past, present, and future, and I'm a light trance medium, which means that I can speak to past loved ones, but they do not take over me. They generally stand by my side and give me messages and relay messages. So I hope that everyone will enjoy tonight here on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonlight TV. And so, yeah. So I hope that everyone has had a good summer and is doing well and is getting a bit of outdoor fresh air, because I'm just loving my garden. I spent a couple years now trying to make it my garden, and it's working out pretty well. So I'd like to shout out to Central Minnesota and everyone that I know is loving and caring and watching tonight. So, yeah. So if you want to see on the right side of the screen, it's my right, but it's up there on the screen, the phone numbers in which to call. So, there's different phone numbers that you can call into and hopefully get a reading. So we have Sydney, Australia here. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello? Yes,
Tia.
hello. Can you hear me?
Hi,
How are you?
yes. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. How is it in Australia tonight or today?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's morning here, so it's not too
Good
bad.
morning. What can I help with you tonight?
It's regarding my twin flame.
Okay. Are you involved with him?
Not at the moment. We were.
So, what Spirit is telling me is that there was a very deep connection, and then it kind of faded. There's a fading out.
Yeah, at the moment we are, yeah.
Let me see if I can find out more from Spirit. Hang on a minute. I do sense a reconnection. One of you, I'm getting that one of you needs to do some work on yourselves, and I'm not really getting that it's you, but there's some kind of inner work that needs to be done.
Okay. Well, he's moved away a few hours away from when he used to live.
I don't sense that your relationship is over. I really don't. I understand the fading. Excuse me, but I feel like there's some inner work that needs to be done on his part. He's doing something for himself. Does that resonate?
Yeah, he does. He's getting the help he needs.
What spirit says is don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But also take the time to take care of yourself. Because there'll be a continuation, but don't forget yourself. There's something else too that's going on with you. Do you feel a sense of there's an overact of something, like something's going on and it feels too much?
What do you mean?
It feels like something is over, like you feel like you're being overdone, either with work or with people. There's something that seems to be stressing you.
More my health than anything else, really, at the moment.
And you're doing everything that you can. You're gonna be okay.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's overstressing you, but don't stress. It's gonna be okay. Something is gonna happen. I sense in September that will be different with your health and more positive. Either you've been getting the runaround, or you've been going and getting different kinds of opinions that don't match, or something like that. But I see things in September going to get better for you.
Okay, is that when I see him, or?
Yes, yes. I do sense a reconnecting, and when you do see him, it does feel like no time has passed. Even though it feels like it when you're where you are now, you have this ability to be the same people every time you meet.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So it's going to work out. It's going to be okay.
But like I said, he's moved away a couple hours away. Is he going to be moving back?
Yeah, I feel like that's temporary. Now, temporary in like a year, but I don't sense that there's going to be that much distance emotionally or verbally communicating with him. So even though he's gone for that amount of time,
okay, that's good to know.
I do see a bright future.
Or how to
He really
explain?
does like you, and he kind of makes you smile a lot. But he loves your energy.
Yeah, I've been told that.
So it'll be okay.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You go ahead and have a good
Thank
night.
you too. Enjoy your day there. Night there.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
We have Leanne from Los Angeles.
Hi,
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm loving summer. I'm up here in the north. We usually freeze. This is our warmest month. So
Oh, really?
yay!
It's a little hot down here.
So- oh, is it? Oh, well, I know it's
That's
beautiful
okay.
there. Is it? What can I help you with tonight?
I have two questions. One is job situation and my finance, and number two is like human relationships. I don't seem to really have good relationship with people. I don't have a best friend. I don't even have a boyfriend for almost 5 years. I seem to have like trouble building relationships with people. Kind of felt that way since I was
Okay.
really young, and
I feel I'll see what Spirit has to say. Hang on a second. First of all, you have a very, very unique energy. And I think you've known this all your life, that you're a bit unique. And
in a good way.
in a very good way. Do you remember as a child thinking, "Oh, I'm different. I'm a little different than other kids." For some reason, you didn't feel like you were, say, like if there was a pot of roses, you were not one of those roses. You'd be an orchid. Just not something weird, but you have a different energy and I feel like part of that it has to do with intuitive abilities.
Uh-huh.
um do you get drained by being around people? Do they make you tired?
I didn't think so in the beginning, but I started to feel it, and I worked on it. So I manage. I tend to manage, but I really enjoy time being alone. But on the other hand, I
Yes.
still like to have some close friends, just a few close friends. Like soul family would be perfect, but I don't seem to have anybody close to me. Like people seem to like run away from me rather. I just need like a couple of good friends. So I don't know if I'm treating them wrong or.
No, I don't think so, but I do believe that you have to accept the gifts that you have, which is reading people. And sometimes um, they can make you tired, or they can make you feel like you're responding to them without them engaging with you, because you're picking up off of them. Do you know what I mean? And then in turn, they're looking at you going, boy, what's going on with her? But actually, you're responding to them without any communication. I would
Okay.
suggest, I would suggest trying to find a book on empaths and how
Yes.
to deal with empathic
Oh,
gifts. Um,
okay.
they're gonna make you tired. You're gonna feel other people's problems without talking, and you could even pick up an illness like a headache or a sore back
Mhm.
just from walking in the grocery store. So I understand your need for companionship with people, but I think the best thing you can do is learn how to deal and live day to day with your gifts. And I want
Okay.
you to
Yeah.
I want you to love yourself because it's
Mhm.
a very special gift. It's nothing to be negative about, and it feels like you've had it for a long time, but you can't turn it off and you can't throw it in the garbage and go, I don't want to do that. It really has to be
Right.
dealt with. And I think you're going to be wonderful. I do feel like you have a lot of love in your heart,
Mm.
and
Yes.
and you need to give it and get it.
I
Um,
I I totally understand. Yes. Okay.
you kick yourself. You kick yourself for responding to life's energies, and I don't want you to kick yourself anymore. I want you to
Okay.
embrace that. You know, many people would love to be as sensitive as you are, and you really appreciate it when you get a control of it and you know what's going on around you without it running you, without knowing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, yeah, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. So get involved with that. Have you felt like you've had a higher purpose, but you haven't found that higher purpose yet? Like
I
there's
am
something you
actually working on it. I totally feel it. I'm here to do something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that's all I'm focusing on right now.
um I would say from a perspective of being clairvoyant, of empath and intuitive, and
Mhm.
the universe is asking you to learn as much as you can so you can turn around and help the suffering world and the painful world by bringing in light. You have a lot of light and love. And with those gifts, the universe is asking you to share those. Does that make sense?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Um. So that's
So
why I was hesitant. I mean,
go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead. You
I
were
couldn't
born
hear
with
you.
that feeling that you were born with that feeling of wanting and needing to do more. Like there's an expectation, and I think that that's what push and a pull. Like maybe you go two steps and you go two steps back.
Now after COVID, I should be able to. I need to find a new job, but I have no clue what I will be doing. I'm just hoping it will be related to the purpose, but I should be looking for a job soon, and I have no clue.
I see you with a lot of books.
Books, okay.
Yeah. Are you looking through books already?
Uh, I am actually in school.
Okay. I see you in like a library. Okay, so do you go on campus? Because I see you on campus, and this is what I see. I see something around the campus, hiring, and that's where you work. Um, It has to do with people, but more like a receptionist or someone that leads people to different places.
Hmm.
I'm gonna clear, okay? I sense in a doctor's office, maybe. More like a receptionist. Are you with me?
Sorry.
Hello?
Kind of breaking up. Yeah. Can you hear me
I'm a,
well?
yes, I hear you. I think that you're going to be working in a medical clinic,
Oh, okay.
and that it's somewhere near your campus. Not a big hospital, but it seems like a small campus or
Okay.
a small clinic,
Okay.
and that should come about really soon,
Okay.
and and that it gives you enough time to study.
Okay.
And there's a guy that goes with that. Um, Probably around the fall, I see that uh you do start dating someone. I think that the
Would that
biggest
be the soulmate?
I don't know, let's see. Check it out. I would say more like a twin flame. It's a very
Is it like challenging twin flame, or is it kind of kindred soul twin flame? Would
I
that be
think it's
challenging
kindred.
relationship? Okay,
Kindred.
thank you.
I think he adores you.
Okay.
I think he adores you.
Okay.
Yes, we usually learn from our twin flames. What I want you to do is love yourself more than anyone else
Mm-hmm.
can. Can you do that for me?
Yes. I'm working on it.
Good,
I promise you, I'm working on it every day.
good. And I see everything working out. You just have to learn about yourself and your gifts and how to navigate through the universe with it. It's not very easy when you start. It's very not easy when you don't know about it, but it gets better and better and better. And that's what's going to happen for you. It'll get better.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly how I'm planning. I guess my dream's coming true. Okay. I see 555. It's 5 o'clock, 55 minutes right now.
Is there anything else I can answer for you?
You did plenty for me today. Thank you so much.
Well, you have a good night, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. And I hope everything just turns out great for you with the sensitivities. That's really great.
I believe. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's all validation and confirmation for me. Thank you. You have a great evening.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So here we are again, and those were the readings for tonight. And I hope that you guys hang in there with the A1R Psychic Radio and continue to call in and continue to get some fantastic readings. I will be here again next week. And again, you can get private readings from me through www.psychicpass.com, and you can message me at what am I doing? Psychic Pass Facebook. That's where I always am. I just love seeing how everyone is getting along and looking at my page and letting me know certain things, and I'm learning from you. So, yeah, I hope that everybody has a great week, and I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Stick around. We got more coming. All right. Bye.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for New York City Celebrity Psychic with Perry Lyons. Perry Lyons. Live from PerryLyonsBrilliance.Wixsite.com/Perry Lyons.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is New York City Celebrity Psychic
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, darlings, my little cherished ducklings. How are you today? Welcome to Perry Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic, and I'm very glad you're here today. So, let's see. What have I discovered recently? Well, I've discovered that because I haven't been dyeing my hair, haven't been able to go to the hairdresser, I discovered that my hair is actually the color I spent a lot of money dyeing it for the last 20 years. So that was interesting, save money. And I've had a lot of clients this week asking me how they can feel like they're contributing, because the world seems a little whack right now. So I wanted to quickly teach you an exercise that will benefit you and everyone else. Are you ready? I learned this a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, because I'm, 26? Okay, hi. All right, so here's what you're going to do. First, I'd like you to just relax, drop your shoulders. Everybody carries like tension in their shoulders. So one of the fastest ways you can relax is breathe in and just let your shoulders drop. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Better already, right? Now, if you're doing this during the daytime, I like to do it in the morning. What I'd like you to do is, or if you're doing it at night, is kind of look up and take a moment and connect with either the sunshine or the moonshine or but connect with whatever your higher power is, or something in the sky that's beautiful that is bigger than you are. Well, like not like a condor or a giant bird, but I mean something a little like more cosmic. So just kind of connect to the stars or the sun and feel the blessing that we take for granted, the beauty of the night sky or the sunshine, warmth, and wonderfulness, and feel that kind of radiating down into you as though it's love. And you might want to take a moment and think about someone or something or a place that makes you feel really yummy and loving. It's good to use a person that you just feel really loving about. Sometimes I'll use a pet. I mean, my own pet. But something that makes you feel just like yummy and unconditionally loving. So feel that energy coming down. And you want to just send it down through the soles of your feet into Mother Earth. Here's the thing about the Earth. It really is alive. Oh, we've got Rachel in Las Vegas. Okay, I'll be with you in about 4 minutes. Is that cool, baby? Good. Send that energy in. And now what I'm going to do is ask you to bring that energy back up. And I'm going to ask you, because the palms of our hands, couldn't remember that word, have a lot of energy coming out of them. So I'm going to ask you to sort of go like this. Feel that there's energy between your palms and bring it like back and forth like you're, you guys, I grew up like making saltwater taffy with my mom. So it's like pulling taffy, but if you didn't do that, and why would you? It's kind of weird. It's almost like this, you can start to feel the energy between your palms and you can really start to feel it stretching and getting stronger. A brief note, please don't look at my fingernails because I was gardening and just could not get the dirt out. Anyway, so here we are. We've got this energy, right? And we're going to shape it. Now close your eyes. You can work along with me. You can start right now. And as you feel this energy, and you'll feel it sort of stretching and getting more real, start to sort of shape it and notice what color it is. It can be green for healing and abundance, white for just general wonderfulness, or pink if you're either a 5-year-old girl or you want loving energy. Whatever it is, just notice the energy and then take a minute and put an intention into this ball of energy. And you should really be able to feel it now. So the first intention I like to put is to just send love and whatever blessing means to you, and kindness. And I like to make this for just everybody in the world right now, because heaven knows we can use it. And then I'm going to put an intention, like tonight, I'm going to make a very strong intention to be a loving, supportive, accurate energy for everybody who calls in. And you can bless your children. So fill this ball of energy with love and blessing. And then take a deep breath and press it into your chest. Yay! Cool. So try that in the morning when you wake up. And my Las Vegas sweetheart, do you mind if I just quickly do the tarot weather for the week? Just 3 cards. Just hang in there and really concentrate on your question, because we're going to have a very good session. I already like your energy. Okay, tarot weather for this week is just what the energies are for everybody, more or less, this week. And the first energy is the Hermit. And this card is, we're spending a lot of time more alone than we're used to. But this is also time. Hermit card is being alone more than we're used to. But it's also, if you'll notice, he's got a lantern. And that's his own truth. So this is a great moment to really start to figure out what you love, what lights you up, what your truth is. start to respect that. I love doing that. So, and the next card, oh, this is fabulous. Ace of Wands, when it's right side up. There. Wait a minute. There we go. 2 years and I still never get this right. This card really wants to be right side up. And it's about to be. It means that things are really going to start opening up and there's going to be a new like cycle of energy and life and doing stuff. Not quite yet, but it's going to come soon. That's why it's upside down. And it wants to be this. And it will be that in the next probably 6 weeks or so. But until then, wear your mask and practice social distancing. And the last one is, this is a great time to get in touch with the Page of Cups is your inner child, especially your inner creative child. I mean, maybe you didn't have a gold cup with a fish peeking out of it when you were a child, but, I did, but, enough about my trauma. So this is like getting in touch with your sort of joyous inner child who loves the summer and who is getting back in touch with your creativity. And you might find yourself like learning something new that's really fun. I'm trying to learn conversational Greek right now on the internet. Yikes! But if you're less of a dope than I am, you might want to just start like moving stuff around in your house, drawing, singing along with the radio, anything that sort of makes your inner child happy. So it's a really good week to just give yourself a little summer vacation, get in touch with your happy, joyful, creative inner child. And now, thank you. We're going to take. Hi, Darlene. Are you still there?
Yes.
Oh, you're an angel for being so patient. And so is it Rachel?
Yes.
It's pretty new. Oh, great name. And I love Las Vegas. I've got a cousin who's a firefighter there. So, my dear, tell me first what your birthday is, because that's how I connect to you. So when is your birthday?
10/22/79.
Oh, a woman in a hurry. I love it. So you're just barely a Scorpio. Awesome. Okay. And it feels like you almost have two questions. So one of them is about love and one is about like business. So hit me with your first question. We'll see if we can do both. But
Well, actually, it's about my health. You're allowed to do health?
oh yeah, hell yeah. Yes, as long as you realize I'm not a doctor, although I play one on TV. Okay, it feels like you've had a chronic condition. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Is this condition something that either affects your feeling like? I'm feeling like it has something to do with, and if you don't want to get too personal, I understand. Either your immune system or something to do with sort of this area. I'm pointing to my chest. Can you tell me if that's correct?
I have asthma.
Okay, asthma is what I was, yeah, the chest. Also, asthma does weaken your immune system. Has it been worse lately? Is that what's worrying you?
Yes.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. Well, first of all, I always advise people to make a doctor's appointment as soon as possible. And do you have an inhaler? You're using your inhaler regularly?
See, the thing is that it has a lot of side effects,
I know. I had one for 5 years. I really do know. I'd still, if that's what you've been prescribed, I'd still use it. But here's the thing. I think that they're in your house. I think there's a lot of dust, and I think in the air duct system too, there's maybe some dust and mold because it feels like, well, how long have you been living where you live right now?
over a year.
Okay. Has your asthma gotten worse either since you moved or in the last 3 months?
Not only that, I've been having anxiety and panic attacks too.
Well, yeah, I have to say that actually means you're a healthy, normal person right now. So the first thing I do is have some. Well, um, I have asthma too, not as bad as yours, but I do. And I just cleaned my house top to bottom. I had to hire a friend to come over and point a gun at me, so I do it. But um, there's a lot of dust where you're living, so you might want to just vacuum. But for the panic attacks, oh, and maybe if you can get the air ducts cleaned, because it feels like there's dust and mold in the air ducts. And also, of course, tell your doctor. But the other thing I do is when you start to get a panic attack, and this is from somebody who's had more panic attacks than most people have had hot lunches. So here's what I do, and I hope this will work, is I just sit down, and the first thing I do is I breathe in deeply, and as I exhale, I mentally picture and say the number 3 to myself as I exhale 3 times. And then I inhale and mentally say and picture the number 2 3 times. And then I do the same thing. Inhale. And when you exhale, picture the number 1 3 times and just say it to yourself. That works. And also breathing deeply. And then when you exhale, go like this, like you're blowing out a birthday candle. You're an enormously sensitive person, and I think you're somebody who needs and deserves a lot of love and a lot of support. And I'm just going to pick a card for you. Oh, you know what? It looks like things are going to get a lot better for you really fast. I almost wasn't expecting that. I'm very happy to hear. Yeah. Well, for one thing, this is so strange. I didn't even know I had 2 of these cards. I mean, I only have 1 deck. I just got this card twice, which is kind of not possible, and I'm a little freaked out. What this card means is soon you will either be, this is like a card of rejoicing specifically with women friends. So you'll either be either at an engagement party, or you could be possibly getting engaged yourself because you're very attractive. But it looks like you're either going to a wedding shower or you might be going to a wedding of some kind. Obviously not next week, but that celebration is going to, it's really going to be the turning point. It's like right at that point is when your life is going to start to turn around, because you have so much to give the world. What, Levy? So, are you okay? Do you have your inhaler? What is it, sweetheart? What is it? Tell Mama Perry. What is it? Oh, sweetie. Just stay with me. I'm going to send you so much what? So much lately. Oh, sweetheart. Things are really about to get a lot better for you. And you have so many people who love you. You just take a moment and so I can think of 3 people off the top of my head who really love you. This is a stressful time, and everybody's a little lonely and freaked out, but you're going to be okay. You really are. And in fact, you're going to be so okay that you just manifested something I didn't think was possible, which was 2 of the same card in a brand new pack. So that's pretty impressive. Tell me quickly something you love doing. What's something you just really enjoy? I know you love music, and I know you love talking to friends. What's something else you like? Sweetheart, are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you're somebody with a
I
lot
love
of
to sing.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Music is what I was getting. All right. There's another thing for us singers. I'm a singer too, and you've got so much music inside you. The other thing that's great for a panic attack is either turning on your favorite song and singing along with it, because when we sing, our heart opens and we just get happy. So try that. And is there somebody you can call now who can either talk to you or be with you? 'Cause I want to make sure you're okay. I
Not
think you
really,
have a real
because
yeah.
the friends that I was close to, they kind of rejected me, you know.
That's another feeling I'm familiar with. But here's the thing. I think that because you're such a sensitive, delicate flower, right? And you really are. Sometimes if we just call somebody and say, "Hey, I miss you," they'll forget anything that's gone before because everybody's a little cray cray right now. So can you think of like one person, or maybe your sister, your mom, somebody like that? Or I think you have
My
a cousin.
boyfriend.
That's good. I like him. Also, I think he's your guy. So,
You know who he is, right?
well, I can see him, but unless he's like Al Pacino, no, not off the top of my head.
Well, he's in a wheelchair too, just like I am.
Oh, darling. Oh, he's a lovely guy. Uh, he has a very like American guy name. It's not like Bert, but it's like one syllable. He's very sweet, and he really
Ralph.
loves you. Okay, that's it. Yeah, thank
Ralph.
you. I couldn't. It's just like a real American guy name to me. Let's pick a
Is it
couple.
Ralph?
Yes, it is Ralph, and he's got kind of a round face, and he's got a beautiful smile.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, this is wonderful. He's such a smitten kitten where you're concerned. You know, men aren't really good at talking about their feelings, but if we watch what they do towards us, I never believe anything a man says. I just believe what they do. Oh, let me just tell Magdalene, what a beautiful name. And today's the day of Mary Magdalene too. So in Vancouver, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just working with my lovely Rachel here. And Rachel, you have just basically such a joyous spirit. You have such an active inner little girl. And you also inspire so many more people than you know. You really do, because you're one brave broad.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you know what I'd like you to do tonight? I'm going to have to take this caller, but you can reach out to me. My first name is Perry, Peri, like Periwinkle. My last name is Lyons. I'm on Facebook. And just reach out and I'll give you a little 15-minute reading tomorrow, okay? And I'll also reflect back to you the great things that other people admire about you, okay?
Oh, because and I got one more question.
Okay, quickly, I've got 2 minutes, so talk fast like a New Yorker.
About my finances.
They're tricky now. You can get that stimulus check. You can also, there's a lot of grants available for you right now. So you're fine. Do not panic about money. You're very taken care of. You have somebody who passed 2 years ago who's a real angel to you. So, my darling, get in touch with me. I'm on Facebook, Perry Lyons, Lyons, and I'll give you a 15-minute free reading tomorrow, okay? And I'll tell you more good stuff. And hang on to Ralph. He's a keeper, and I think that might be the guy you're going to marry. All right, my angel? And call somebody as soon as you hang up. Just call him or call and drink a lot of water, because that always makes our emotions go easy. And the best part of your life is ahead of you, I promise. All right? So contact me tomorrow. All right?
All right.
All right, sweetheart. It's going to be fine. All right. contact me. Otherwise, I'll have to hunt you down and find you. All right, darling. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bless you. All right. And now we have Magdalene. Beautiful name. Wow. Hi, Magdalene. How are you? Darling? Well, while we're waiting for Magdalene, here's something that you can do in these it's a stressful time, not going to lie. But our birthright is happiness and calm. And the quickest way to access that is just by getting still and thinking about just getting in touch with love. I know it sounds crazy, but another trick I'm going to teach you right now is, did you know that your heart has some of your brain in it? It shares some neurons with your brain, but it doesn't overthink. So if you have to make a decision, or if your mind is racing and you're trying to kind of come up with a solution to something, sometimes our heads are wonderful. My head is one of my favorite things on my body. It sounded wrong. You know what I mean. But sometimes, I don't know about you, but I'm sure that everybody who calls in is an overthinker, because I get the smartest people in the world calling in here. And so here's a little trick. Next time you're feeling, oh, Magdalene, you're here. Let me just finish this. Next time you're feeling like you have to make a decision, and your brain is going like, woo, monkeys. Take a deep breath and just tap your heart and ask it the same question. It'll give you just as intelligent an answer, but it'll awaken the neurons in your heart that are connected to your intelligence without all the interference. Hi, Magdalene. How are you? I'm so happy to meet you.
How are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you. How are you? Good?
Good. Good. I'm doing good. Sorry we got disconnected earlier. I was just walking outside of the grocery store into my car, and
cool.
The call had dropped. So, yeah, I'm glad
Did you
that
get me
they
some
called me
ice cream?
back.
Yes. No, we've got about 3 minutes, so I'm going to talk really fast like the New York girl I am. So quickly, tell me your birthday and tell me your question.
10/16/85.
Okay. Oh, that's such a good day. I have so many friends with that birthday. All right. And what's your question, my angel? I love your energy.
Yeah. Well, I needed some career guidance. That's one thing.
Okay. This we can do.
That's been on my mind a lot.
Okay. Are you still in the same job you've been in for 4 years? Or around there?
Well, around there.
Yeah, around there.
Around that.
3.5, 3.75. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a little nervous about it because they're cutting people back and whatever? Are you?
Yeah, just that, and then just I mean, I love to cook, and a lot of people have been telling me that I should do something in catering, and I love taking care of people too, and I'm a caregiver. So I'm just nervous.
Here's what I'm getting for you, and I'm going to overtalk you because I'm just rude. Sorry, but I want to give you I'm getting a lot of information for you. So keep your day job for now. I think you would be a fantastic, are you a really good baker too, right? You're one of those people who can both bake and cook. I'm a good baker, but my cooking, but you're a really good baker, and you've got a really artistic sense. And I think where you're living, there's nobody who's really good at cake decorating and doing stuff like that. I would take an online course and start a side hustle doing that, and start to learn about branding, get a website, and you are very skilled with your hands, young lady. And you've got a very good sense of color and design, even if you don't know it, but you do. You're a Libra. You guys are all good at that. So don't quit your day job just yet. What I'd like you to do, we've got 90 seconds. Okay, with your day job, what I'd like you to do is make a very strong intention about what you want in that job. And every time you go into a Zoom meeting or the job, bring a lot of love and the intention. If the intention is, I want to make more money, do that. But I would start the side hustle right away. Caretaking is exhausting. Trust me, I've taken care of a mother and now a boyfriend for since the dawn of time. And it's a great thing that you do because you're a lovely person, but keep it as a side thing. I think the cooking and baking, yes, I get money there, honey. Go for it. And let me know what happens because you've got great energy. And the other thing is people really like you. Use that. People really like you. So let me know what happens. I'm Perry Lyons on Facebook. But I'll even, if you want, I'll even send you, get in touch. I'll send you $10 to take an online course in like fancy baking. Okay? That's a promise. So get in touch with me. All right. Huge hug. I'm having a sale this. Okay. Magdalene, you're awesome. And it's Mary Magdalene's Day in the calendar, I think. Thank you, Cherished Ducklings. Thank you for being here. I just love you. And you're so cool, all of you. Magdalene, Rachel, all of you. Call in next week with your questions. I'll be sitting right here waiting. And 9 p.m. Moonstruck, 9 p.m. EST, we're live. I'm Perry Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic. And have a fabulous week. And as we say in Brooklyn, have a good day or else. Mwah. Bye, loves. Come back soon. See you next week.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Gemma Spirit World with Gemma. Live from GemmaSpiritWorld.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Gemma Spirit World
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Gemma, your host tonight. How are we all doing? My goodness, it's I can't believe that, it just feels like the weeks are flying. I know I keep saying this every week, but it's like it's either at the start of the month or nearly coming to the end of the month. And it just feels like that in between goes really quick. And it's, we're coming out of July, and here on the Gold Coast, Australia, the sun isn't shining, and I love sunny days. It's where I feel very recharged, and it just really lights up my soul when I see that beautiful sunlight just, coming out, shining its light out through the sky and, sending off its rays of warmth. And on days like this, it's very gloomy, and generally my emotions, my feelings, they kind of just get really low. But I've been trying to make a big effort to not get all gloomy and not to get tired or think that I need to lay down or just to have, to snuggle up in the warmth inside. So I've really made a big effort to put on some music, create movement, create that flow so I don't feel like today's going really slow. I've been catching up with friends. I've been, doing things that really light up my day. One thing that I really have been enjoying, I love Louise Hay's books. I love her DVDs that she has, her inspiration and her deck cards, and I've been reading the book, The Power Is Within You, and I've read this numerous times, and what I like about Louise Hayes is that you can just open up, like wherever that you're intuitively guided to. I just grab the book and I just open up, and generally wherever my eyes are guided to land on particular words, they really sing out to my soul. And I know that her words that she writes really, it's like she is writing to my soul, and I know this is where all the healing begins. And so I just, like today, I just open up the book and it will fall on a word and a thought or a situation, and it just, makes me really think about my life and my lessons and what I'm going through. And she really uplifts my heart, my life. She even just to, I know that, with every thought we think really creates our future. And she really reminds me that, we create our experiences by our thoughts, and our words and how we feel. So I know that in situations where it just um, made me really, be present. That's the power. The power that's within us is that when we live in this present moment, we are aware of our conversations that we have with people, and to really listen to who we are connecting with, and what kind of people we are attracting into our life. So on sunny days, I've been putting it out to the universe to be happy and to smile, and to really reach out to people that really uplifts your energy. And I know that we can all do it. Just know that you're not alone. And basically, so that's my inspiration of the week. Pick a book that you're guided intuitively to maybe read some inspirational quote out of. If you're feeling down, just that's what I love. I have this big collection behind me, and it's all my beautiful books. And I just pick a book, open up the page, and I'm guided to a message. And generally, that message is for you, and you can relate to it in somehow that you're going about your day or a situation that you're stuck in. Alrighty, so we're going to connect. We have Gina from Wildwood, New Jersey, USA. Hello, Gina. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How can I help you?
I'm hoping you could tell me a little bit about my future and my happiness.
Yep. Sure. Okay. So what I'm seeing at the moment, are you planning on moving? Because I keep seeing there's lots of things going around your house at the moment. I have an image of your house, but it feels like there's a lot of chaos. There has been a lot of chaos in the last few months, but are you planning on traveling or moving around? Moving?
I'm sorry, I can't really hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm seeing for you, I keep seeing images in front of me. I have images of your house in front of me. Are you planning on moving? Because what I'm seeing is that in the last few months, it feels like there's been lots of activity, lots of chaos around you, around your home life. And that could be just with the people around you as well. It just feels it's very suffocating. Are you planning on moving or wanting to move? Because I keep feeling like there's Yeah. Have you got
I have a
movement,
very
house
bad
movement?
connection here. I can barely hear you, and you keep fading out.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me just see. Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yes, a little bit better, I think.
Okay. All right, just let me know that if you cannot hear me, because I can hear you perfectly fine from my end. All
I'm
righty,
sorry,
so
pal. The more you keep talking, you keep blinking out.
okay. Let me just see what I can do. Um, can you hear me now properly? Okay, so I'm just going to give you the reading. If you cannot hear me, then the best thing would be to replay this. Okay, you can replay this later. So what I'm seeing around your life at the moment is that there's change in movement around your home life, and I see that there's a movement in your house, so moving locations in the next 3 to 6 months. I just feel like there's at the moment you just feel suffocated, like things are really heavy and on top of your shoulders. I know that you have a lot of pressure from work and family. It's like you hold a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You feel like you're always helping others out, but when it comes to people helping out you, seems to be hard work. So what I'm getting is that, I keep seeing you putting the foot down. So this is a time for you to put the foot down, create those healthy boundaries around you, around your personal life as well as your work life. And I know that what I'm seeing in the next 3 to 6 to 12 months is that you're going to feel so much lighter. I do see, yes, I've got the house change, the house movement there for you. What I'm also seeing for you with work, I see you traveling back a lot. So whether there's lots of movement around you, but it's like what I'm seeing is there's lots of traveling back and forth as well. So I keep hearing clients, clients in service of others. But it also feels like there's a direction change within your work life as well. Um, but I also keep hearing, okay, so don't be afraid to speak up within work, because I keep hearing your boss, and your boss is male, by the way. So what I'm hearing is that he can be very over the top, even come across a little bit intimidating, but I know that he means well. It's just that sometimes, when we quite sensitive, and it's when we're a very sensitive person, and I feel that you have, empath abilities, that you can tune into other people's, you just know how somebody's feeling, and if they're having a bad day, you really pick up on that vibe. And what I'm getting is that don't take it personal, when it comes to your boss, when he's not having a good day, he means well. So to really, what I'm seeing for you is to listen to really carry on, not let his feelings what's the word? What I'm trying to say, just protect your energy, basically. Don't take on other people's feelings. I also see you in charge around your work life, so don't be afraid to speak up, and don't be afraid to just to stand up, because it feels like there's somebody around you that I'm getting. Well, let me just see. There's someone coming through around you with work, pushes buttons around you. So it's like a management role is what I'm seeing, is that you take charge, and there's always that one little person that kind of pushes your buttons, and it's just a time for you to step up. Also, what I've got around you for you, I keep seeing, okay, a letter M keeps coming through. So I just wanted to let you know that If you have somebody with the name, with the letter that starts with M, female energy around you, feels very close, might even be a daughter or a sister coming through. She is like obviously alive still, but I'm just getting that if she's got a birthday coming up. But I keep seeing lots of roses around her, so I'm not. So generally when flowers come through, it's just letting me know there's celebrations coming through. But more so, there's lots of new changes coming your way. Just not to. What I keep hearing from Spirit is to stop procrastinating. Do the things that you need to do, and good luck with the movement. Good luck with the move, and don't be afraid to use that voice. And yes, alrighty. So thank you, Gina from New Jersey, USA. Alrighty. So we have Megan from Newport, New Virginia, USA. Hello, Megan. How are you tonight?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. In what areas would you like me to help you in?
If you could connect with anybody that has passed over for me, I'd very much appreciate it.
Yep, okay. Just let me tune into your energy for a little bit, because when I just spoke to you before, I've had someone that's coming through, and I feel very heavy around the chest area. Let me just feel for a sec. And throat area as well. My throat. Okay, so let me just 1 second. I just feel for the energy, because it's like whoever I have in the room at the moment is putting pressure on my chest, my heart chakra, and around my throat area as well. Okay, I have a male coming through. He's also acknowledging, what he's acknowledging is his head. It's like a head trauma. It's like my head hurts. My head, my chest,
Okay.
and around my throat. Does this resonate with a loved one coming through?
Yes.
Okay. And a male as well. I just want to make sure that I have the correct person here.
That'd be the first one I lost.
Yeah, okay. So this loved one that's coming through at the moment, okay, so he's coming through and he's showing me, was he the kind of person, was he like a business person, did well in sales, business talk? Because what he's showing me, he keeps showing me this tie, and I know that, it's just, it's like he's basically very professional in his work. Was very
He
professional
wasn't a
in
business.
his, yeah.
He wasn't a businessman, really, per se.
Yep. So he wasn't a businessman. Is that what you just said?
He was not a businessman, per se.
Okay. Okay. And was his work very professional? Because it's like what he's showing me is that I keep saying what I'm seeing around him is everyday clothes, and then he steps into the role of he was very business-like in the fact that, he was very professional in what he did. Communication, it's interesting because my throat area, okay, so just a question, with this loved one that's passed, did he have cancer at all? Did he suffer from cancer?
No.
Okay. Because my throat really, it feels like I'm just having trouble breathing at the moment. And it's like, as much as I like to talk about like his personality and what's coming through, he's really showing me, I'm really drawn to the areas in his body. He wants me to show, he's trying to show me the areas in his body at the moment. My head hurts as well, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm just asking him to show me something else, so we don't, obviously, talk. I'm asking for a message basically from this loved one that's coming through.
I had a loss of a head trauma. I had one I lost from head trauma, and I lost one as well from what they deem suicide. So it could be either or. And that's why I'm having difficulty deciphering which one's coming through.
Okay, sorry about that, lovely. Okay, and now I'm understanding. So it's just, I was wondering why my throat area and then my head was Okay, so that's okay. So I'm going to say I have two in the room here at the moment. What's one of them is showing me? Did one of them have a child, a little girl? Because what I'm being shown is I'm being shown a pink teddy bear. Can you resonate with a pink teddy bear? Yep.
They both have had little girls.
Okay. Let me just ask another message again to see what else they're showing me. Okay. Okay, so what's coming through is a white car. They're showing me a white car. Can you resonate with a white car with one of them?
Other than purity and maybe marriage.
Okay. Okay, let me just see what else is coming through. Okay. Okay, so with this person at the moment, I keep seeing lots of buckets of water. So whether they were a plumber or they used to work on a building site, I keep seeing lots of buckets around them filled with water. They let me know they're a handyman. Really good with their hands, but building things.
No, not so much. Neither of them.
Okay, let me just see what else we've got here. Okay. Okay, so the number 9 is coming through. Do you resonate with the number 9? Even September.
9 September would be my mother.
Okay. Okay, let me just see. Okay.
That makes a little more sense, connecting.
Okay. I just see what else is coming through. I just want to just see who. Okay. Okay. I keep hearing soup, made lots of soup. You know, was a good cook. Like to cook. I keep smelling food. I keep smelling like warm food.
You're smelling what? I'm sorry.
Is this in reference to your mum? Because I keep smelling soups.
Fruit.
Soup.
I don't know.
SOUP. Soup. Okay. Okay, so what also I have overalls. I keep seeing somebody in overalls, and when I see overalls, it can either be a painter or a mechanic. I keep seeing the dirty overalls, and hence why I had the white car come through as well. Anyone in like work on cars?
Yeah.
Okay, can you pinpoint that one to the loved one that, because I keep showing me that he's working on cars, had a love for cars, and his mind, it was like, you know, he very smart, didn't say a lot, but at the same time, kept himself busy with helping others. Just really, he keeps showing me the car parts. I even see a motorbike coming through as well, a motorbike, like really good mechanically, good with his hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I also have that. Also, are you expecting a letter to come in the mail soon? Are you waiting on whether it's something to do financially or something to do with your finances? Something it's coming your way. I keep seeing a letter box. You're expected to receive something soon.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so I've got that coming through about your letterbox. It's like there's something that's coming through regards money. Also,
okay.
yeah, okay. So also what I keep seeing is I get shown a ring. So from the two loved ones that have passed here, was one of them about to get married? Because or there was something to do with the ring, because it's like I keep seeing there's two, but it's I keep seeing two rings, but it's like two rings on one finger, but I'm really drawn to one of the rings. It was quite I've got red around there. It may not be red, but I'm really drawn to the color red. It was given, but it wasn't given. Something going on about the ring.
And red would be ruby, which that would be my husband coming through. I have his grandmother's ruby ring.
Okay, so he's coming through. He's showing me about the ring. Also with a message from your loved ones coming through. Okay, so in regards to your home at the moment, are you waiting on getting stuff? Are you waiting on things to get done or repaired around your house? Are you having trouble with people doing things for you around the house or servicing?
Absolutely.
Yes, so what they're letting me know is that, you know, it's okay. So what they're letting me know is your loved ones have passed is that to reach out to other people, like, you know, stop waiting, not to wait for people to call you back. Keep reaching out to other people. If you don't get a call back within the week, to reach out to somebody else. It's like just don't go with one person. Really branch out to others. You know, seek advice, seek quotes. It's don't rely on one person. Is what's coming through.
Okay.
Also, um, also, there's something going on around the family table. I'm not sure, but whether there's a certain conversation or situation that needs or has been. But I keep seeing the family table is what they're showing me, and it's like, let me just see. There's some kind of back and forth with it. I don't know. There's some kind of family affair or family issue going on around the family table. Does this resonate with you or within the family? And it's like an issue that hasn't been resolved, but it's like or an issue that keeps coming up that gets spoken about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming through. And what's coming through about that, the message in regard to that is, you know the answer, you know, and I get intuitively, you know what's best for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, what I keep seeing for you, I also keep seeing yellow flowers around you. Do you have yellow flowers or can resonate with the yellow flower?
No.
When I see yellow flowers, and I know that I brought up the Cancer before, but I think of daffodils for some reason, and that's what's coming through to me. But do you have anyone else? And I'm getting more with the female energy around you that had cancer or is suffering, going through cancer treatments at the moment. Doesn't mean they've passed. Have you got someone around you that has cancer or going through sufferings of cancer?
Possibly myself. I don't know. Other than that, my husband's or my aunt's husband is suffering with cancer at the moment.
Okay, I've just got that coming through too. Also, I see there's lots of support around you, and the message that's coming through is that you're not alone. You know, don't be afraid to reach out to others, people that you don't even know. Help is always there. What I also keep hearing, do you have a clock in the background that keeps playing up or was quite loud? A clock.
A what?
A clock. Do you have a clock in your house that's loud or makes noise?
Yeah, when every second it click, 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 every second that it ticks.
Yeah, that's what your spirit loved ones are letting me know is that they're playing with the clock is to get your attention. So what you're thinking at the time when you notice that clock noise, take note what you're thinking at the time when you notice the clock, because that's confirmation that with what you're thinking that you're on the right track of where you're heading. Just take note of what's going on around that time when you hear the noise of the clock. Is what they're letting me know. Also, what else I keep seeing around you. And I see. Okay, so I've also got I know that you said there's maintenance going in and around your home, and they're showing me that to really do your research before you give money out. So basically, just to research to really get the quotes you need first before you purchase anything, because they want you to be. They're basically here around you, protecting you and guiding you to the right kind of people to help you around the house. I think we may have lost Megan, and I know that she can go back and watch and listen to the replay. But she has her loved ones around her. She has 3 of them around her in spirit, and they are all, always watching and protecting her. Okay, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to A1R Psychic Radio. I love when spirits come through. It is one of my favourite things, is to connect loved ones to people that they haven't, or just want to know that everything's okay, or have some kind of message passed through. I would love everyone to follow me on my Facebook page, Gemma Spirit World, and I wish everyone a lovely rest of the week. Thank you, everyone.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Persian Medium I Am Power with Fia Johann. Live from PersianMedium.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page. Facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Persian Medium I Am Power
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you for all the gifts and all the blessings. We hear you loud and clear. We hear your aching heart. And we hear your call for renewal.
Thank you, coronavirus. Thanks for the opportunities Thanks for the opportunity of a lifetime to gain an unparalleled enlightenment. I thank the universe for the opportunities it is providing us now. The opportunity to slow down and reflect on our lives. The opportunity to rethink our being and the purpose of our lives. The opportunity to spend time with those around us and our loved ones. The opportunity to better get to know my partner, my kids, the love of my life, my parents, and all. The opportunity to re-evaluate our lives and our life directions as well as our purposes. The opportunity to refocus, re-energize, reorganize, rebuild ourselves. The opportunities to get out of our busy and self-focused lives and pay attention to the world around us. The opportunity to value our friends and social interactions. The opportunity to have access to product and services when we want them. The opportunity to recognize and appreciate every little things in our life that we did not even see before. The opportunity that we love another. The opportunity to see that even the pretty faces on TV are nothing but an image. The opportunity to realize that my worth is not my status. The opportunity to understand that we all need one another. The opportunity to believe in ourselves and believe in our power and believe in God. Thank you, COVID-19. Thank you, coronavirus. Thank you for value our friends and our social interactions. For the opportunity to have access to products and services when we want them. The opportunities to recognize and appreciate every little things in our life that we did not even see it before. Thank you, coronavirus. Thank you. Thank you and thank you. Thank you for allowing us to put aside all our problems. Thank you for stopping us. Thank you so much. Thank you for making us appreciate the luxury we lived in. The abundance of products, freedom, health, wealth, love, and anything we wanted. Thank you. And thank you, coronavirus. The earth was begging us and begging us and begging us to stop for a very long time. And thank you that you helped the earth to breathe, to feel fresh and rebuild herself. This virus is with us, is an inside of our brain, our mind, our body, our soul. This virus came to us to show us how little and how tiny we are. This virus shows us the opportunity to see that the king of all beings is vulnerable to a tiny virus. This virus came to our life to show us that we are nothing just soul. And this virus came to our life to show us to be kind and lovable, to send positive energies and love to others. Thank you, coronavirus.
I thank the Mother Earth for providing us with an opportunity to listen to it again. I thank for the second chance for renewal and refreshment and replenishment. I thank the universe for cleansing and purging all the negativity created for so many years, the pollution, the warming, the abuse of resources, the waste, our ignorance to protect our homes and our communities. The nature is acting and reacting to our misguided ways. Isn't it time for us perhaps take a page from the lesson to recognize what's around us? Thank for the blessings that are coming our ways each and every day. I trust the universe to guide me, protect me, and direct me to being better than the day before. I thank all the gifts that I receive each and every day in my life.